What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, June 1st. Thanks for tuning in to Schmidty's MLB Picks on Guy Boston Sports. I'm Ethan Schmidt. We got a new month and it will be full of baseball. All 30 teams in action again here today on the first day of the month, including a doubleheader. We've got 5 of our favorite game plays, our NRFI of the day, and a player prop for y'all. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a new viewer of the show, welcome. We are now on the road to 20K, guys. It's been amazing hitting that 10,000 milestone mark in subscribers, but we are keeping it rolling. You better hop on board now. I know we will hit 20K in no time. Thanks to all of our wonderful viewers. Really huge if you subscribe to us and hit that like button. As always, special shout out to our ballers. We cannot tell you guys that we love you enough, and we are so grateful. It means the world to us to have your support. If you're new to the channel, you can become a baller for just $2.99 a month. It's tier based. You get a badge next to your name and you work it up from bronze to silver to gold. You get a bunch of exclusive emojis you can use on YouTube, and we are working to add even more features for you guys. And we are having our baller giveaway finally, and it is going to be quite a special prize for you guys. Check out all the details in the community tab on the Guy Boston Sports channel. Be sure to check out our Fame gear at GuyBostonSports.com/store as well. Lots of awesome stuff to choose from on there. All sorts of cool Guy Boston Sports gear, and it helps support the channel too. The link will be in the description. Let's go through our Tuesday recap from May 31st, closing out the month with a 500 day, 4-4 in our final plays. Our first play was the under 8.5 runs in the Twins-Tigers game 1, and the Twins decided to go off and put the total over at 10, so womp womp for us on that one. And then we had the over 8.5 runs, this time in Red Sox, and I don't know what happened to Boston. Shut out 10-0 by Baltimore, and then another stinker losing to Cincy 2-1. Luis Castillo was really dominant, however, but like I said yesterday, it was just one of those where you had to take the over and live with it, but obviously didn't work out for us, so we get a big womp on that one. Finally, some wins came our way. The Cardinals just barely squeaked out the 3-2 win in extra innings over the Padres for the cash, and our player prop was from this one as well. Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 total bases cashes. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. A big time double. This man can't be stopped. Gotta love Goldie. And then we were all over this one. The Astros went 3-1 over the A's for the easy cash. Gotta love it. This was a tough one for us, though. The next one, we had the over 8.5 in Pirates Dodgers, and it finishes at 8 runs. Just unfortunate. The Pirates with another huge road win, 5-3 over Los Angeles. So shout out to the Pirates for back-to-back wins over the Dodgers. Then our NRFI of the day on Giants Phillies cashes. We are 3-0 in the last 3 days on NRFIs here on Schmidty's MLB Picks. Gotta love that for sure. And then finally, our hashtag ride of the day from Tuesday. We went with the Braves money line from P's Picks, and the Braves were so close. They really blew this game, honestly. Blew a 6-2 lead to my local team, the D-backs, and the Braves also had a 7-6 lead after the top of the 10th. And the D-backs able to walk it off. Peace Picks, we gotta give you the womp. Sorry, brother, but you guys can always leave your hashtag ride of the day in the comments each and every day. We are looking for the best picks and plays each and every day from our community, and we want to shout you out on the show. So please comment, leave the hashtag ride of the day if you want to be considered. Always down to take a gameplay and a player prop. You guys know that. So a 500 finish on Tuesday, but it's all good. We are still nearly up 8 units here on Schmidty's MLB picks since starting true tracking last Monday, and it is time to have a day, shall we? I'm feeling good about this fine Wednesday. Let's get over the hump here on hump day and cash big, guys. We are starting with our first gameplay. The Nationals are at the New York Mets to close out a 3-game series. The Mets have already pummeled the Nats in the first 2 games with a 25-6 run differential. Today, Evan Lee starting for Washington. It'll be his major league debut, so congratulations, Evan Lee, after getting called up. And then Carlos Carrasco gets the start for the Mets. He's pitching well this season, 5-1, a 3.98 ERA, a 1.15 whip. In his last 5 starts, the Mets have won 4 of those games and covered the run line in all 4, and one of those wins was against the Nats. I'm taking the Mets run line here. We gotta ride with probably the hottest team in baseball right now, and Lee is probably in for a rude awakening here against a red hot Mets offense. Sorry, Evan Lee, but I think the Mets will squander your debut. Give me the Mets run line. Next, we have the San Diego Padres and the St. Louis Cardinals wrapping up their series. The Padres are trying to avoid getting swept today. Yu Darvish starting for the Pods, 4-2, 3.76 ERA, a 1.08 whip. Dakota Hudson going for the Cards, 3-2, a 3.22 ERA, a 1.41 whip. But he did pitch well in his last game. I do think Darvish is the better pitcher here today, though. It is hard to back Dakota Hudson. We are taking the Padres money line, and San Diego bounces back to avoid the sweep here on Wednesday. I think the Padres just have the better bullpen as well, and San Diego is 9-2 in its last 11 games as a road favorite. You gotta love that trend. And the Padres are also 13-3 in their last 16 after a loss. So we are riding with the Padres money line today. Next, we have the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's for the series finale. Houston has already won the first 2 and looking to sweep here on Wednesday. You guys know me. We are definitely not going to fade Justin Verlander. I know he burned us in his last start with just an awful performance against Seattle, but I think it was just a one-time blunder, and he'll be right back to dominance today, especially against an abysmal A's offense. And I told you guys I expect Houston to sweep this series, so we are rocking with the Houston run line today. A starter Cole Irvin is 2-2, a 3.15 ERA, but he is 0-3 with a 7.4 ERA in 4 career starts against Houston. Easy decision here. I'm taking the Astros run line, and Houston wins easily for the sweep on Wednesday. Next, we have the San Francisco Giants at the Philadelphia Phillies. Another series finale today. A lot of series closing out, and the Giants have won the first 2 games here in this series. It's a fun pitching matchup for us today. Lefty Carlos Rodon on the mound for SF, 4-4, a 3.6 ERA and a 1.24 whip. And the Phillies have Aaron Nola going 2-4, a 3.56 ERA and just a 0.94 whip for Nola. I was tempted to take the Phillies money line in this one, but Nola is 1-2 with a 7.94 ERA and 5 career starts against the Giants, and this team is ice cold, at least finishing out games for a win. Not to say that they've been bad offensively or anything, they just cannot come up with a victory lately. But good news for Philly is that they have been one of the best teams offensively against left-handed pitching this season. I really like the over 8 runs in this one today. We even got it lowered from 8.5 to 8. I think that's a gift for us. And I guess not that it means a whole lot when we need to finish over 8 either way, but I think we have to jump on the over 8 runs, and no question about it. The Giants are putting up over 5 runs a game, and the Phillies are averaging nearly 4.5 a game. This pick makes a lot of sense, so if it burns us, there's really nothing we can do, guys. The over is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings between these teams, and the over is 9-2 in the Giants' last 11 games, with a total set between 7 and 8.5, and 4-1 in the Phillies' last 4 overall. Our final gameplay of the day, we have the Cincinnati Reds at the Boston Red Sox to finish a quick 2-game series. We got burned on the over in this one yesterday, but I think we got to hop right back on it, guys. I know you can love me or you could fade me, but before this poor 2-game stretch, Boston was lighting it up on the scoreboard, and it's hard not to believe they will get back to it today. Cincy's starter Hunter Green is 2-6, a 5.89 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP, giving up 15 homers this season. Boston has some of the best hitters in baseball right now with Devers and Martinez. You can even throw Story in there. Just the lineup has been hot for Boston until these last 2 games. So Boston starting Garrett Whitlock, and he's been decent this season, but still has a 3.49 ERA. And both of these teams don't have great bullpens, especially the Reds at 3rd worst in the league. We got to take the over at 8.5 runs in this one again. Love me or fade me. It's time for our NRFI play of the day. You guys know I like to look for something that's not too heavily juiced, but we could still try to make some sense of it. Obviously, these NRFI plays do tend to come down to a bit of a luck, and we've been feeling nicely 3-0 in the last 3 days on our NRFI plays. Let's stay hot today. We are taking the Padres Cardinals at -120, and Darvish hasn't given up a first inning run in May. Hudson only 2 out of his 9 starts this season, and the Padres are 22nd in first inning runs a game. The Cardinals are 7th, but I expect Darvish to start strong as usual. Like I said, hasn't given up one in all of May, and now both of these teams haven't Yerfied in their last 3 games as well. So let's make it 4 in a row here on Schmidty's MLB picks for our NRFI play. Our player prop of the day, we're taking Bryce Harper over 1.5 total bases. It's at +130 on DraftKings. The man is due, ladies and gentlemen, having probably the longest stretch of the season without a home run for the guy, and he's going up against the lefty Rodon today. They haven't faced each other yet in their careers, but Harper is batting .291 with 16 hits, 7 doubles, and 3 homers against left-handed pitching this season. I really like this play. It may be a risky pick, but I believe in Harper to clear this over today in total bases. Like I said, he is due, and I just have a good feeling that he'll be able to come through for us. There's some other good options today as well for batter props. Castellanos is over 1.5 total bases at +110, batting .333 against lefties and .500 in his career against Rodon. Goldschmidt, of course, cash for us yesterday. 1.5 total bases. Over is +115 on DraftKings. And then Devers and JD Martinez for the Red Sox, both -105 on DraftKings. And then Freddie Freeman didn't have a great game yesterday, but I expect him to bounce back, +115 for over 1.5 total bases on DraftKings. So some great batter props for us today. Let's ride. That'll do it for today's edition of Schmidty's MLB picks here on Wednesday. Please like, subscribe, share this video wherever you can. We are trying to reach every corner of the baseball community and anyone who loves betting on sports in general, trying to bring you guys the best picks and plays possible each and every day here on Guy Boston Sports. Please follow me on Twitter. Be sure to do that. You can find our final plays from Schmidty's MLB picks on my Twitter at @TheEthanSchmidt. It's also where I post my latest works in sports media, and I like to give my thoughts on the NBA and NHL postseason as well. And thanks again, you guys, for all of the amazing support. This has been so fun so far as I'm closing in on a month here on the channel. I'm so grateful for the reception. It's been a lot of fun interacting with our tight-knit community in the Discord as well. So please join the Discord if you want to hear some more inside information and thoughts from me. I'm feeling just absolutely jacked up about Wednesday here in our place. So let's have a winning, positive, positive day on this fine Wednesday. I'm Ethan Schmidt. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.